Well, the Bible says that we're about to embark upon a very large-scale spiritual revival throughout the world that will come under the guise of Christianity. Now, that sounds good to a lot of people because Christianity is not doing well in the world today. In Europe, most of the churches are empty on Sundays, except for a few hardy old souls who remain loyal to the end. Now, here in America, it's still doing fairly well, although keep this in mind that since the early 1950s, America's lost over 8,000 churches and over 25 million Christians, despite the fact that America's population has more than doubled since the early 1950s. So Christianity is not doing well in the world. But biblical prophecy tells us that there is a revival that is coming, that's going to come under the guise of Christianity, that's going to be a spiritual revival based upon supernatural signs, wonders, and events. But it's not going to be a good revival. It's going to be a very bad one. In fact, Jesus Christ himself warned us, it's recorded in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 24, to be on the lookout for this sort of thing because it's going to be very potent, it's going to be very clever, and it's going to take a lot of people in, deceive a lot of people, even people who claim to be Christians are going to be taken in by this spiritual revival. Now, the Virgin Mary, well, she's revered by over 1 billion Christians and over 1 billion Muslims throughout the world today. So she has the power to unify the entire planet, as no other religious figure or source can. So I believe that the increase in apparitions of the Virgin Mary are going to be the catalyst of this coming global spiritual revival. So I want you to be aware that it's coming. Now, whether we will see it in our lifetimes or not, I can't tell you that, but I can tell you that, in fact, it is coming. Jesus Christ himself warned us that it's going to come. It's going to be very, very clever and very potent. The Apostle Paul also warned us in his second letter to the early church in Thessalonica to watch out for this counterfeit spiritual revival that will be based upon demonic, supernatural miracles, signs, and wonders. So be on the lookout for this sort of thing. Remember that the gospel is based upon the truth, the evidential historical truth of Jesus Christ, who fulfilled the writings of Israel's ancient prophets. Okay, it's not based upon supernatural events or signs and wonders. Yes, miracles are a very big part of the early church in the first century, but they came because of the great faith of the people. They did not establish the faith of the people, but they came as an outgrowth of the faith of the early Christians. So true Christianity is not spread simply by supernatural signs and wonders, but it's spread by faith in the truth of the gospel of Jesus Christ, and the miracles are an outpouring of that faith. Thank you again, and God bless.